What's going on? What's going on? Brutus here, bringing you a beer run video as we look to see our Town Hall 9s getting some scouts in up top. We just of the current arranged war, One Hive Prime versus the Rated. Pretty even match. A lot of fun going on right now. So that recap will come separately. Today is the beer run, and we're going to go with Roswell and Zowanda. Two of the... I don't think anybody else is going to get a beer run because our 9s have been are now starting to scout the 10s. So let's just get into this right away. I'm going to show Zowanda first. Here's his first attack, and these both attacks from both players were done slightly differently, which I really enjoyed. It's a nice change of pace from all Lalo, all day, every day. So Zowanda coming in here, and I'm sorry for those that are not familiar with beer runs. What it is the clanmate in war that has 2 fresh hit 3 stars, aka 6 stars, aka a beer run. So a 6-pack, at least in my book, what I call it, is when you just have, you 3 with both of your attacks. They could both be scouts or something like that, but a beer run is 2 fresh hit 3 stars. So with Zowanda doing a stoned hobo, and I believe in the other one he does a stoned hobo as well. Really nice funnel going on, but really the story is all about, we'll call him Jorge the Golem. Watch Jorge right here. Watch. It's unfortunate that he goes about around like this, but it actually helps out Zowanda in the long run. So Hound in the CC, that busts, leaves some irritating lava pups around, but he's got poison for that, and then the queen comes around. But right here, look at this. So I'll pause. We don't need to pause it. If he just would have waited maybe, I don't know, 3 seconds to let that golem aggro the archer tower and the other point defense up there, and then adjust his hogs, he probably would have had so much more hogs remaining. But, it's the plan. Obviously, the golem wasn't supposed to go that way as part of the original plan. But I really liked how Jorge, the golem, took out that golem all by the Tesla all by itself, which only enabled the wizards and minions, cleanup troops on the back end to do that. Meanwhile, he's got golemites that are the worst cleanup troops ever, and he still has an unbroken golem right there. Look at how healthy that golem is. Probably, I must have missed it in the raid, but I bet you it's only because the heal spell might have overlapped the golem as it was walking through. But still a few hogs left over, and cleanup troops all over. So it was a really nice stoned hobo, and I cracked up looking at that golem, going, "Oh man, unlucky." And then, oh look, you could probably take advantage of it. So nice job, Zowanda. We'll go to ×4, and then we'll back out of here and show you his other 3-star fresh hit. Get rid of that. Where is Zowanda? Zowanda. Zowanda going to 3 a base. Baby Dragon on the left for the funnel. Gonna jump on the air defense, and then about the sweeper area to get to the queen. And then hog the right side of the base. Kind of look at it as a line straight down the middle from 12 o'clock position straight down to 6 o'clock. Because those golems are aggroing the point defense of the cannon and the archer tower, that allows his wizards to sneak up and take them out as they then collapse upon the entry point of the jump, which is really good use of his wizards for cleanup as well as part of your kill squad. Poison to greet the CC, whatever that was. Jump down. No rage for it. I like that idea because at this point he doesn't have a lot of point defense coming at his golems, and he still has 2 unbroken golems. There wasn't a rush to bring down a lot of point defenses, although that cannon on the 12 o'clock position is irritating his bowlers and BK here. There's the next jump. To get over to the queen, pops the ability. Holding on to that last poison because he does have a little bit. His golemites are now done, but he had a little bit of tankage from that BK left and ability stew in hand. And you rather have your poison on backup duty for this for the pesky Larry spells, albeit a lot of Larry traps are at least or even 50%. You know that the 1-in-1 or might be set to air now to combat the increased air attacks of Lalos everywhere. So when I saw these two beer run candidates, I was like, I got to put them on ASAP because it's not your traditional Lalos that you see all over the place, and they're really nice. They're really clean, textbook strategies. That'll be a good segue into Roswell. But ability still in the bag, poison still in the bag, and largely because most likely the skeleton spells as we go to ×2 were set to air, most likely. So nice job, Zowanda. Really pretty stoned hobos. The answer to every base is not air. It is not. Always still exploit the base weakness. Bounce out of here. Let's go to Roswell, a.k.a. Rage Jr. is what I'll call him. Let's take a look. We're going to go with a second one first, because the first attack I thought was so pretty. Actually, this is the one. Alright, so AQ Walk, Dragon, Baby Dragon, Lalo. It's so pretty. 3 rages for his queen. 1 of his 4 baby dragons for a funnel. You'll see how he does this. I really liked both of these attacks. Roswell is from France, as he gets the lure at the very top there, and walking from completely opposite end of the royal. He's from France, and I know that he really enjoyed and learned a lot from Rage. I'll put his channel link in the description of this. I've had Rage on for Live with One Hive Attack, where he did a Queen Charge, Earthquake, Baby Dragon that ran out of time. A lot of storages at the last point. But he always, one thing I can always count on with Rage is that he always has like well thought out pathing and just really unique angles that I wouldn't see or take. And I saw a lot of that with Roswell. Like I can tell that they have similar styles and things that they favor and as far as attack strategy and angle of attack. So as you see, he opens up this wall, uses the L shape to get into the sweeper area, and then he's going to put his jump down there really late, making sure that he gets the queen to take the jump, because we all know she's allergic to it at times. Make sure she takes the jump before it expires. That's why he's holding on to it for as long as he is. Meanwhile, he still has 1 of his 4 baby dragons still funneling for him. Down goes the Rage. That'll get him up and into this air defense right here. Two hounds. Trapped on the left. I'm sorry. My wife's daycare kids are here. And then there's the back end Lalo. And the queen finally gets that last air defense under Rage. And he still has loons, two baby dragons, bags out about 10 troop space or so. Just really nice attack. And you gotta have patience, to do this type of an attack, because it's late developing. Anyway, nice job, Roswell. I really enjoyed that. And let's take a look at his last one. Roswell, which was his first. Earthquake, right? With wall breakers. 6 of them. And you can look at this base and be like, why would you bring wall breakers and Earthquake? We'll just wait to see how he does that. I really like the path he took for this walk. Queen on the left to get a queen trade, with a little bit of baby dragon to help mitigate the point defense coming at the queen, so he can elongate the time and usage of that Rage. Queen goes down, good trade right there. Baby dragon on the left to help take care of some point defense, but it does go down. And eventually he reinforces it, and that goes down as well. There's the wall breakers to open up this scene, and then he earthquakes that section there, just to the right, to get access to all but one air defense. That was pretty, huh? That's what I thought watching this. I was like, man, what a good angle. No poison down for this. Goblin. Might have been dicey if it was even 2 witches, you know? But there's no way he would have known what's in the CC. He does have to bust the ability. I'm sure he was planning on using that ability no matter what at that point. If you could save it, then it would just be titties. Still a walk going on. Queen ability is gone, though. And he has a rage left. And if you're wondering what's in the CC, it is a back-end Lalo. Just like we saw before, except he was heavier on the dragons on this one. But look how he methodically reinforces the dragons. He doesn't start them too soon. He methodically reinforces the baby dragons the moment that they die off. And so that way he always has, as much as possible, enraged baby dragons helping support his queen walk. As you see, this BK tries to tank a little bit from the point defense of this archer tower on the far right. We're at the basically by the mortar. We'll zoom in a little bit. You can see this. Here comes his back end with a max lava hound, Lalo. These are just some sexy raids. Targeted loons. No need for a spell because after that there's only one air targeting defense, which is that archer tower, and he still has a loon and 2 baby dragons that haven't even been dropped yet. And a king ability, which he uses here for the sake of time. Again, you gotta be so patient using this type of a strategy, which I really respect. I mean, nice air attacks, Roswell. I've been saying that I'm Rage's Padawan, that I'm learning air from him, and Crazy's movements like, yo, you can idolize me for air anytime as well. I don't know, man. I might have to start looking at Roswell because his air attacks were sick. Anyway, nice beard run to both Zowanda and Roswell. Hope you guys enjoyed those raids. Once again, it's Brutus reminding you, you got to be better than a double. And I will check you next time.